What's up, guys? Team Yada here.
Hello.
Yeah, we're about to be in the sneak peek pretty soon.
Sneak peek. Yep.
So, yeah, I'm going to show you guys my deck profile. It's my Steelswarm. So, yeah, Team Yada. Let's go with it. And this is advanced format, guys. I forgot to put my traditionals in here, but it doesn't really matter to me because I'm pretty sure you guys want to see this for once in advance. So, we'll show it. 3 Gear Stacks. There are a version of Akaias. He's a level 7, 2600 beater. His effect is you can tribute summon him by tributing one Steelswarm monster. Then you can send one card your opponent controls to the graveyard and gain 1,000 life points. So that's why I call it our own version of Akaias. 3 Moths. To me, they're my version of Oriza almost, but not exactly. What this guy is a level 6, 2400 attack, 0D. His effect is when you single tribute him for a Steelswarm, you can pay 1,000 life points, select up to 2 cards your opponent controls back to their hand. So pretty much what it does. 2 Steelswarm Mantis. Steelswarm Mantis is pretty much our version of a Monster Reborn, because if you tribute a Steelswarm monster, you can pay 1,000 and special summon another Steelswarm from your graveyard. It doesn't matter, it can be a high level or low level. Level 5, 2200 attack. He sets off the Exceed plays and some of the Swarm plays. 3 Callers. This guy comes off well with Mantis. What his effect is, when he's tribute for a Steelswarm monster, you can special summon a level 4 or lower Steelswarm from your deck. And then what you do with Mantis is that you tribute this guy for Mantis, special summon him, then use his effect to special summon the other one from your deck, overlay for 4, or hold off with 3 monsters. 3 Cells. This is one of our main tribute potters. Its effect is that you can special summon a Cyber Dragon style, as long as you control no monsters. Doesn't matter if your opponent does. If you do so, he cannot be tributed except for a Steelswarm monster, and he cannot be used for an Exceed material.
Isn't that your favorite card, honey?
Yeah, shut up. And then 2 Steelswarm Scout. They're our Treeborn of the deck. Pretty much the nuts. It's our main tribute potter.
I like nuts.
If you control no spells or trap cards, and in the beginning of your main phase 1, you can special summon it. If you special summon it, you can also summon this turn, which kind of sucks, but it doesn't really matter. You don't really special summon as much unless with Mantis. And not only that, he cannot be used for tribute except for Steelswarms, and he cannot be used for synchro material. Then 2 Gatekeepers. They're just there because they're 1900 defense monsters. So it stops Thunder King from doing some things. But what's really good about it is that if he remains face up on the field, and if you tribute another Steelswarm monster for a summon of another tribute, and he's still there, you get an additional normal summon. So let's just say, for instance, you have this guy in Caller, and then it's your turn. You tribute Caller for Mantis, special summon Mantis. His effect activates to allow you to get another normal summon, and then with of course with the Caller effect, special summon another card, and just keep sacking like that until you run out of sack monsters. So it's pretty much like a double summon. Dark Arm Dragon. You have like pretty easy graveyard manipulation here. This what's pretty great about it. It's our version of a BLS, because mostly all the time you will have 3 or more. So he's broken for the deck. And an OCG Greffer. Yes, I have an OCG Greffer. I can't use it in tournaments, but I use it with my friends. So as you can probably tell, he's our Swamp Frog.
You have friends?
Yes, we have friends.
Oh,
and if I do play Advance, or when I go play with some people who don't want to let me, who don't use this, if he will not let me use it, if he will not let me use this doesn't let me use it because it's OCG, then I can just replace it for an E-Call.
No, you replace for.
So next, onto the magic cards. 2 First Sets, 2 Infestation. This is pretty much our dodge. So let's just say you drop a Dark Hole, I can use this, and no, let's just say I attack. Right? You activate Deep Prism, or if I summon, you activate Boundless. I can activate this from my hand, returning that face-up tributed Steelswarm monster back to my hand and draw 1 card. So
yeah, that's pretty nice.
It really lets me draw engine and lets me keep tributing. 1 Recurring Nightmare. I want to run 2, but I found 2 can clog, so I'm using just 1, which kind of works a lot too. What it does is that select 2 dark monsters with 0 defense in your graveyard and return to your hand. All the Steelswarms, except for Gatekeeper, have 0 defense. So that's what's great about it. This is what gives you the graveyard manipulation as well. Allure, just there for draw engine. You know that. Foolish, just to get rid of your own Treeborns. That's pretty good. 2 double summons. So there'll be times where I want to go off quick and fast. So I go off with double summon. And normally if I'm going first, and I can pull off a Steelswarm Roach first turn, or Utopia, and I have this with Mantis and Caller, pulls it off quick and nicely. And 2 Mystical Space Typhoons, just for back row. Heavy Storm, back row. Book of Moon, which is staple. Monster Reborn, staple. Dark Hole, staple. Now onto my traps. 1 Infestation Tool. This card is to me personally is like a miniature version of a Hand of the Phantom Beast. What it does is that you can select one face. You can send one Steel Swarm from your deck to the graveyard to select one face of Steel Swarm you control and make it gain 800. This is another Foolish Burial, so that's great. 2 Infestation Waves. These are the track card versions of First Step Towards Infestation. What it does is that you return one face-up tributed Steel Swarm monster you control to destroy one card on the field. So that's what's great. It's like, for instance, let's just say let's just say, well, what's a good one? Well, okay, it just works. That's all I have to say. It really works a lot. It just works. It saves my monsters a lot, and I get to blow up a card. One Threatening Roar, just for like, it's really hard in this kind of format. It's really damn difficult to keep field presence and field control. That's why I run Threatening Roar, especially with the new priority rule. And I also run 2 Wobblecloos because of that simple fact reason that it's really difficult to keep field control. So this keeps my tribute monsters, my tribute pod, alive for at least one turn for me to do for the tribute. And for dark holes and shit like that, it pisses me off when I have my field set up. The
Huge Revolution is over.
The Huge Revolution is over. I do not have a Starlight Road, so that's why I run this instead. It's good counter trap when it does the same thing instead of bringing out a Stardust.
It's pro.
So when you activate a spell, trap, or monster effect that destroys more than two or more monsters, activate it and negate it. That's what it does. So that's the deck, guys. Steel Swarms. We did a rivalry battle between it and Monarchs. It actually came out really well, really great. It's a really good deck. People keep saying it's a watered down. Yes, yada. Many people keep saying it's a watered down version of Monarchs. It's not really. It really makes Monarchs go for their money with this deck. So yeah, guys, that's Team Yana's deck profile. This is Romero.